What is Memorial Day? Is it about cookouts at the park, in your backyard? No. Is it about drinking all weekend, having a great time? No. But yes, at the same time. The reason I say that is because Memorial Day is a remembrance of all those who have fallen in the defending of our freedoms and tyranny and our safety for our country. A debt we can never repay. You know, we can't, laying down your life is the ultimate sacrifice. We cannot, repay that. There is just no way. And, ever since the beginning of this country, even prior to that, men and women have fought and died for this land, and they will continue to do so. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend, because I have never served in the military. I've never been in the military. When I was younger, I always thought that was something I was going to do. And then, of course, as a teenager, I discovered heavy metal music and weed. To be honest, that's really what it was. And I focused my direction on that, on playing music, and and I did, but that kind of took me off that younger thought of being in the path. Now, as I look back, as I get older, I would have liked to have served in the military. I would have liked to have done it. Now that I'm 50 years old, I just turned 50, but I have friends and family who have been in the military, who are currently in the military, have fought in war. Now, but that's the ultimate sacrifice that some of them have made. Now, my family, not directly, has been touched by that, but I do know people who have been, and losing their loved one. Now, some of my family members have been in some very hairy situations where it could have went the other way. So they don't really talk about it a lot. I never have got a chance to really sit down a whole lot, but through other family members, I've heard bits and pieces of the story. I'd like to actually sit down with some of my cousins and ask them directly, about it. But, they're real humble. They're not ones to brag or anything like that, so they don't ever just come out and talk about it. But anyway, the freedoms of our country, is what we have, what makes us part of us. And people laying their lives down for that. And we live in a times right now where it seems like there are people who just don't care about this country. They actually want it to go the other way, what we're fighting against. Tyranny, communism, socialism. I just don't understand people like that, because you have, it's kind of a catch-22, we have our Constitution, and we have people who've laid down their lives for those liberties that we so enjoy. And yet, at the same time, some of those people take those liberties and protest those same liberties. Take the freedom of speech, for instance. There's people who are protesting against your speech, no matter what side you're on. This is not a political left-right thing, but this is in general, because there are people who do on both sides who protest against one or the other. I'm for protest. I'm for you speaking up, no matter what you say. Hateful speech, hurtful speech, that's what it's there for, to be protected. Whether you agree with it or not, it doesn't matter. It's the freedom to be able to do so. Now, freedom has consequences with that, along with that. But you are free to do so, as long as you do it peacefully and you're not treading on my liberties. You know, that's the thing about liberty. You can have your liberty as long as it does not tread on mine, or mine tread on yours. Now, take for instance, like I said, the protesting of free speech. There are protesters out there using free speech to protest your free speech, except they don't want you to speak your mind because, or your thoughts, if it goes against what they think. Now here's the thing, I just don't think that a lot of them get it, is that when you protest something like that against free speech, it's not going to be just against the people. If they take away free speech, it's not going to be just against the people that you don't like hearing about, the different views. It's not going to be, you're going to win and you're going to only get to say what you want and not us and other people. It's going to be for everybody. So you're fighting against your own free speech. That's the thing, is a lot of these people are fighting and protesting against their own freedoms. It makes no sense. And when people do that, to fight against their own freedoms and things like that, it mocks every military person in this country who has paid the ultimate price for those very freedoms. Stepping on the flag, stomping on the flag, burning the flag. Idiots. Idiots. You know, it's that flag and those liberties that give you the freedoms to do that. Drives me nuts. These people don't realize they're fighting against their own freedoms. They just have no idea. And you know, you have a lot of people are right in there. I don't think they realize that though. They think maybe they're the only ones that's going to have the freedoms and not the others. That's not how it works. It's everybody or nobody. And once they're gone, they're gone. But this right here, I'm going to do a little burn for our troops. Every one of them who's made the ultimate sacrifice since the beginning of this country up until now. People are dying still every day. We are still in combat to this day. And they're making the ultimate sacrifice on that. And like I said, it's not about cookouts, but like I said, it is in a way, because you have been given that freedom by somebody who has laid down their life, so you're able to do that. Ouch. Thank you. We can never repay that. We can never repay the ultimate sacrifice. So to you out there, families that have lost loved ones in combat, whatever war it may be, thank you. Thank you for that. This burn is for you, and we thank you And that even goes for our Confederate veterans that have, passed away in combat. No matter what you think about the Civil War, those people that perished in that, they were all American troops. They all deserve to be recognized, no matter what. No matter what you think about it. So, this burn is for you. Keep it heavy.